Hey guys, what's up? Ryze TriKz here. Again, in this video, I'm just playing Momentum with another guy in the clan, I think, and I'm trying to get to still in the 20s range on the Momentum leaderboard. Currently, last time I checked, I was like 805. So I still got a little bit to go, but once I get there, I'll show you guys that I got there, and it's going to be pretty awesome. But this commentary is just going to be talking about vacation. It's a little bit off Call of Duty, but I just wanted to talk to you all about what exactly I did and where I was and etc. on vacation, just because I thought it would be a little interesting. You can comment below if you like that or if you don't like it. Unfortunately, I didn't really bring this video doesn't show any pictures or videos or anything like that. However, on Instagram, I probably will be posting some pictures of the vacation soon. So if you follow our clan on Instagram or Twitter or wherever, you'll find the pictures there. I promise they'll be up soon. But anyways, guys, for vacation, I just went to Colorado. I was camping. That was really interesting. I haven't gone camping in a really long time, so it was interesting not being in a hotel and stuff like that. But the campground was pretty nice. I really didn't do much there, obviously, because I was on vacation, and we just kind of were going around, exploring things. We went to Pikes Peak. That's in Colorado. It's like a really big mountain. I mean, I think it's one of the highest in the U.S. or something like that. Let me tell you something. I didn't really realize I was that scared of heights until I went on that thing. You can call me a scaredy cat or whatever, but everybody has something that they're scared of. And I mean, I like heights, but at the same time, I'm not gonna lie, it was a little nerve-wracking driving up that, because you're literally driving up this mountain, and the road's not very wide. It's pretty narrow, and you're on the edge of like a mountain. You're just looking down like a mile straight drop of just plummeting hell, just rocks, and you're like, wow, if something goes wrong with my car, I could flip over and die a really bad death. And it's like really windy, like the entire thing, it just keeps winding and winding and winding, and you're just like, oh my god. It was really nerve-wracking, I'm not gonna lie. Anybody who gets scared easily with that stuff, I don't know if I could recommend you doing it, but it is really beautiful when you get to the top and where you're looking around. I've never seen anything like that before, like all the landscape and terrain. Yeah, I think it's around a mile upwards into the air, so that's pretty crazy. I've never really seen anything like that, so if you like views and you're not really that scared of heights, I'd recommend doing it one time in your life. It was, it was really breathtaking. I don't know if any of you guys are really into landscape or terrain or outdoors or anything like that, but if you are, it's definitely something to check out. Definitely. But another thing we did was, I think it was called the Royal Gorge. That's another thing to really check out. Basically, it's the highest suspension bridge, I think, in the entire world, or the entire U.S. One of those two. It might be the U.S. I think it's the U.S. But it's a really nice, just cool bridge. You can just look around and see landscape. It's basically more of a landscape thing again. If you appreciate, or if you think it's really cool looking at mountains and different things like that, it's something to check out. Another thing that's really fun there is they have this huge zip line going across the entire gorge where you can zip line down, and that is really fun and really cool. I'm going to have to go again sometimes, get a GoPro to show you all what that looks like, but I can't really recommend it again if you're scared of heights, because that would be extremely nerve-wracking if you're scared of heights, because you're really high up in the air above this giant canyon that if something goes wrong, you're plummeting down and dying. So if you're not an optimistic person, or heights scare you, or you're a hypochondriac, probably don't recommend this. But if you like adrenaline rushes and things like that, and doing, sort of fast-paced, cool things, definitely go on it. It's something to see. I would recommend it. I'm gonna, obviously, like I just said, I'm gonna get a GoPro and try to do it another time. If you're not that crazy into that stuff, you can take, there's a little gondola that goes across the whole bridge, the whole canyon as well, and you can look at stuff in there. I did that. It's pretty cool just looking down and seeing everything. They also have like a little bungee cord thing where you can like fly over the canyon for a brief time and this bungee cord and then fly backwards. But I think that was pretty much the majority of the activities at that place. I know there's like a little train that you can go and watch and some movies and stuff like that. But that was one thing we did. Another thing was we went to I think it was Garden of the Gods. That was actually probably one of my favorite things, just because I'm really into rock climbing. I'm not actually permitted or anything like that. Like, I'm not doing crazy rock climbing. Like, when you say rock climbing, you know, climbing up mountains and stuff like that. No, I'm not anything like that. I want to at some point in my life, and I want to take a video of it and show you guys. I'm going pretty soon to start trying to get my permit so I actually can, but rock climbing has always been something that I really find, you know, really fun and interesting. But basically, it's just a little, you know, a bunch of mountains again and a bunch of rocks and stuff like that. So I was doing a little amateur rock climbing, so to speak. But that was really fun. If you're ever in Colorado, and again, if you like that sort of stuff, I'd recommend that. It was probably my favorite part in the entire trip. We did a bunch of things, though. We visited some museums. We went to, oh, I can't remember exactly what it's called. It was some Indian village, which was really interesting. We basically just, you know, walked around and looked at, you know, teepees and different ways that they would live in different huts, etc., etc. You know, I don't know if you all would be into that sort of stuff, you know, seeing different cultures and things like that, but I think it's a little interesting. And just being who I am, I try to, you know, do a bunch of crazy stuff. Like, I was trying to, like, run up the wall, and, like, I'm very, parkour and things like that really interest me, so, and physical fitness and things like that, so, you know, you can do a lot of really interesting things when you go to places like that. And let me tell you something, I have never, I already always knew that people went up to train in the mountains because the altitude changes, and you have less oxygen intake. And if you don't know, that's what, you know, makes your muscles really tired. It's not that it's just that they're having depleted oxygen. So I always knew people went into the mountains to train, to get their body used to less oxygen, so that way when they come back, you know, their muscles, they're a lot better, they're a lot stronger, they can pump out more things, you know, more reps and etc., etc. They can have more intense exercises because they were before used to such depleted amounts of oxygen. But I've never actually done it myself, and I can definitely see why people do it. I mean, when I went to Pikes Peak, I was just trying to run just because I wanted to test it really quick. This wasn't even on the very top. This was like halfway up. We took a little stop and we were looking around, and I just ran like, you know, not even that far. And I was winded really quickly, and I was like, holy moly. I was like, I mean, I exercise usually pretty regularly, and I'm winded this quick, you know, I'm not used to that. So if you're into any exercising or fitness, I definitely recommend training up there if you can afford it, because I can really see, you know, how that benefits people. It was crazy. I mean, I was winded within, you know, it wasn't anything, dude. It was like 100, 150 feet. Like, it was literally nothing, and I was winded that quickly. So that was a little crazy to me. And then getting up on top of it, you know, you felt tired all of a sudden, and you felt almost sick because you had such little oxygen. So really, that's about it, guys. We did a few other things, but nothing really too spectacular. I think the three major points were Garden of the Gods, Pikes Peak, and the other one. So anyways, this video is coming to an end, guys, and I'll see you later.